Here are 4 weird traits in a man that women chase in any guy. These are weird traits because they're kind of counterintuitive. You would think that they would be a negative. You would think that women would not be attracted to these things, but in fact they are. I'm going to cover these 4 weird traits right now, but before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice for the modern man. If you want some one-on-one coaching with me, top link in the description, books in the description, and the Telegram group, you can join up for free, have a chat to me. Let's just get straight into it. One. This I don't really have a name for, but I'm going to try and explain it to you. When you first meet a woman, this is not necessarily the best way to go about showing your intent. But once you've built a little bit of rapport with her and she knows that you're not entirely crazy, you can come across as a bit of a clown. This type of strategy, which I'm going to have trouble trying to explain, generally works when you are dealing with women who are very bitchy. They're usually high status women that think that they're better than you. They're kind of classy or bitchy. They're the type that would give a lot of shit tests. They're the type of women that don't tolerate a lot from men. They're the type of women that would me too you. This trait that men can use is something that I've used many times in the past, where I come across as if I'm not intelligent. I'm a little bit of a goofball, and I'm a little bit of an animal, all in one. So for instance, when they first meet me, I might identify them as that type of dangerous Me Too type of woman. She's a lawyer, and if you were to flirt with her, you're going to get yourself in trouble type woman, right? If you come across as a bit of a goofball, a little bit of a clown, but a sexual clown, and she sees you as just a bit of fun, but harmless fun, and if you do anything a little bit sexual, she's going to think, well, he's an idiot. He's a bit of an idiot, right? I can't really blame him for his actions because he's a little bit of a goofball, but he's harmless goofball, right? I don't exactly know how to explain it properly, but there's a few funny comedians out there that use this strategy.
There'll be a point where I go on then. Does it? Don't be afraid of your own sexuality. Do be a bit afraid of mine, though.
And in the beginning stages, you can come across as a little bit of a goofball, but then you can become extra sexual, make everything about them about sex, and you can say how attracted you are to them, throw it at them all the time, even when there's friends around and they all hear it. And it also builds this aura around you that you are unaware of how silly you are. You're just a bit of fun, and you're harmless, and you cannot be blamed for your own actions, type of a goofball. And that gives you a little bit more leeway to be even more sexual with the type of women who are usually with a guy who doesn't come across as a goofball, would shoot him down, tell him to leave the room, get angry. But if you come across as this goofball, you can get away with a little bit more by playing this card. And this is a strategy that I recommend for a lot of guys, is to come across like this with super, I would say, corporate women, lawyers, judges, doctors, bitchy women that are like bitchy secretaries that like to throw their weight around and tell people, tell people what's what, and put people in their place, etc. You know, those type of girls. if you can come across as a bit of a goofball, and then you can overly sexualize your interactions with them in a group, social setting, you will get away with a lot more, and they're more likely to be attracted to you, which is totally weird because you come across as unintelligent, lower class, goofball, a bit of a clown, but that will allow you to get closer to them, and in turn they're more likely to at least sleep with you or give you that opportunity, when these type of women are more likely to be dating high class men that are driving Ferraris and Lamborghinis, and their boss is some sort of a CEO or head of the company or something like that. I don't know what to call this, but hopefully I explained one well. Two, this is independence. And well, another way to look at it is your ability to walk away. You're willing to walk away at any moment. So if you're not happy with the situation, okay, see you later. And that's, you're an independent man. You don't rely on anybody, especially the women in your life. And you can walk away at any moment. You would think that this would not be attractive to women. You would think that the fact that you can get up and walk away at any moment would make you unreliable. It wouldn't be the type of solid foundation a relationship would be built on. But in turn, the fact that you're able to walk away and willing to walk away, and you project that, and she knows that in the back of her mind, she always knows that you're ready to get up and walk away, she's more likely to want you and stay with you, which just goes against all common sense. But women generally they don't use a rational, common sense way of thinking, do they? Three, boundaries. And this is something that the nice guys don't do. So for instance, if a woman she gets in your car and she starts playing around with things in your car, this has happened to me before. She's like, oh, touching this. No, don't touch anything. Are you able to say that? You just set a boundary. She's not allowed to play with stuff in your car. So, it's my car. Don't touch my car. And you set that boundary. Recently, a girl, she comes over and I've got these taps. And I say, look, you can't turn the taps too tight because of the washers. You're going to break the washers. I'm setting boundaries everywhere. And a nice guy wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say, look, don't touch this. He would be more likely to just let her do whatever she does and break things and run around everywhere. And, hey, don't go in that room. That's my other room. Come here. I'll put your bag over there. We're going to do this. It's almost like bossy, but you also have boundaries if she's a little bit bitchy as well. You say, look, I'm not going to tolerate that. Just calm down, sit down, chill. I got this. I guess you could say boundaries and being a little bit bossy, but you also, to set the boundaries, you kind of need to come across a little bit bossy. And you would think, and that's why a lot of nice guys get themselves in trouble, is because they think that being bossy and saying, look, don't touch my car, or you just finished having a shower, hang the towel over here. Do you reckon you can put that away? I just made dinner. You reckon you can wash up for me? You reckon you can go do this for me? It seems like you're a little bit bossy, but it's also you're setting boundaries. You're explaining what you need done, and you'll be surprised how often women are attracted to that. And it's not necessarily that they don't. That this is a bad thing and that they're not going to want to help you out. They are going to want to help you out, and not doing things that annoy you. You set your boundaries. In fact, they appreciate that, because in turn what they don't want is you to become passive aggressive, like what a lot of nice guys become, and you see them doing something and you got to clean it up after them. They see that. They see that you had the you know, clean the floor because they put water everywhere after having a shower, and you know they shouldn't have done that. They see that, and they would rather you let them know beforehand. And you might come across as a little bit bossy, but that in turn makes you a team, right? And so you're also having this male to female polarity going on a lot more. By setting boundaries. You're not going to tolerate certain things, and you expect certain things, and you are not afraid to say them, which is what a lot of nice guys are not willing to do, because they think that she's going to get angry. What? I'm not allowed to touch your car? No, you're not allowed to touch my car. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to set those boundaries and say what you want and what you don't want, because when you set the boundaries, it makes life easier for both of you. It makes life easier for her as well. And the weird thing is, you would think that she wouldn't appreciate that, and that's what a lot of nice guys think, but in turn she does. She actually does appreciate that. That's why 3 is weird as well, boundaries. 4, polarizing. I'm going to use an example that literally happened this week to me. A girl wanted to go to this art gallery, and if you know a little bit about me, there was a 6-month period where I picked up art. I told you guys in a previous video that I picked up painting. Last year I picked up poker. I made it to like a state championship, but that wasn't counted because you can buy your way in anyway. I failed at poker, but at least gave it a good shot, right? But there was a short period of time, about 6 months, where I picked up art, and I've got quite a few paintings around, by the way. I did quite a few paintings, and I was a finalist in I was a finalist in like a big art gallery competition after 6 months, and I've got some artwork, and this girl said there's an art exhibition coming up soon, and I know this artist, and I thought, oh, I don't want to do it. And I just, what I did, I actually made the mistake of putting it off, because I've been really busy making these videos, I've been really busy doing a lot of things recently, and I put it off, and I wasn't polarizing, because I was kind of on the fence with it. And what happened was, she was waiting around. I was her plan A, but she had a friend as a plan B to go to this art gallery to have a look at this exhibition. And she kept asking me, and then it got to the point where she was a little bit frustrated, and she came to me, and then I just said, oh, look, I don't have time. And I don't really want to go do it anyway, but I was trying to make time anyway. And that frustrated her, when if the very first second that she told me a week ago, which I usually would do, I would just say, no, don't want to do it. And you would think that saying, I don't like something that you like, and no, I don't want to go see it. This girl, she likes to see movies at the cinema, and I hate going to the cinema. I would much rather watch a movie, like rip the movie, put it on a laptop, on the bed, and then I can pause it if I need to go to the toilet, whatever. And whenever she says that there's a great new movie out, I just say, no, hate the cinema, I hate it, I don't care what you think, I'm just not going. And you'll be surprised how saying that you just don't like it and just not wanting to do it, and just boom, don't like it, don't want a piece of it, get that out of here, that is very appealing to women. And it's not because you are it's not necessarily because you're a lot of men, they think that this is because you are showing your masculine energy, and you're saying no, and you're showing her what's what. It's more of the certainty behind knowing what you want and what you don't want, and being very decisive, that I think is the attractiveness of being polarizing. And when you do that, she knows where it is, and this is kind of in line with the boundaries. She knows where the boundary is. No, he doesn't like the cinema, he doesn't like this. And it's okay for you to not like and like other things. I don't want to do that, I hate it, don't want it. Don't be apologetic for that, and she will in turn, that's an attractive trait, which is very weird because logically you would think that wanting to go along to some movie that she's interested in, or going to an art gallery to look at an exhibition that she's interested in, would be something that would prove that you're a good guy to hang out with. But in turn, it makes her more attracted because you're so decisive, and it's not really about going to see the cinema or going to the movies or doing anything with you. It's that you're so decisive and you know what you want, and you have no problem talking about that either. And then she knows where the boundaries are. When she knows where the boundaries are, she knows where to work around the relationship, and that makes her life a lot easier, if that makes any sense. So hopefully these four things these four weird traits that women chase in a man. I think there's probably a few more. If you can think of a few more, leave a comment below, let me know. But these are the four that I thought were the most important. And if you can somehow integrate those into your interactions with a girl that you're dating now, I think it's more of a dating or relationship type tip, this one. I think the better off you will be, and to avoid being the nice guy. So if you like this video, click the subscribe button. You want some coaching with me, top link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video.